Hey guys, what's up? My name is Mr. Maxilos, and today I am here to review LEGO Avengers Marvel Thanos mech. Um, First of all, why on earth would you make a mech? Is what you're probably asking. And I'm just gonna explain that of what I believe is their reason. I believe their reason is, well, because their big fig, there's a big fig version of this, and uh, it didn't represent Lego Marvel. It kind of just represented it didn't represent anything, but it had muscles. It looked like he was wearing spray paint, and he wasn't wearing any clothing. It just like somebody spray painted on some clothing. But this is like, it looks actually kind of like Thanos. A little bit. But yeah, so his shoulders move. He's got great posability. You can pose his legs, his feet. You can move them like this. You can knock him over if you want. And right now, I will go get the different version of Thanos, the one I'm talking about. Okay, so we have them together, and yeah, see what I mean? He's not wearing an undershirt. He has sleeves on his little outfit in the movie. It doesn't quite look like that. It's a bit weirder. This is a bit more accurate version. Obviously, scale is a mess. But, yeah, you see what I mean. Get this out of here, this trash minifig. So, let's talk about, the back, the front, and then we'll talk about the mech stuff. So, one thing I do want to point out is he's leaning pretty far and he's not falling over. So the back is actually, shown off pretty well. He's not, ugly at the back. You've got some panels. This is here. Sorry, I am so sorry. So he's got some paneling down here too. Everything is nicely covered up. So, the side where his arm is, the arm, it's a very cool aesthetic, even though it's a monkey arm compared to the other. Yeah. So let's move on to the front. This chest plate looking piece should be used on a Bionicle. That's what it looks like. Anyways, that's a very good addition to the set. And this side has, apparently, this is the same hand as this. I don't know what's supposed to go on here. But yeah, here is his other hand. Not too much possibility, but in and out movement is really all you need. Even though your actual hands do this. Like, yeah. So let's move on to the mech function. The first con is already here. The piece doesn't let you open the chest, open the thing up properly. If you want, you can move it up. That's really stupid looking though. Just for the purposes of the build, that's what we have to do. But this piece right here does not hold the minifig in at all. Look at this, like, it wiggles. It's already fallen over. It's just not a good connection. Lego. Okay. His helmet doesn't really fit on that well either. So I guess there's a little bit to complain about. I guess that's what you get for such a few amount of parts. I mean, this is $10. I can't complain too much. But, seriously still, like, you could have put, you know what? Here's what we should have done. Is just have a bare bottom and have a side building brick so that he just stands here. That's what we should have done. But instead we have this. You know, the reason for this is because he's not and his helmet fell off again. Great. Is it supposed to be like this? And, I mean, he still falls. Maybe it was, yeah, I mean, like, it's not a solid connection. So, yeah, let's just, and that doesn't work. I gotta do this. While we're here, the inside pretty much works better than the outside, and it has no functions. They did properly place this. I do kind of like that, even though it's very gappy. And his helmet fell off again. Let me put him in there. He's not going to stay, is he? We're gonna have to do the video without him. So yeah, that's a con. That's pretty much the only con. And I'm sorry if I didn't get all the stuff on the camera. So next thing we should talk about is the pelvis, basically the hips. There's open connections kind of everywhere. On his butt, you find this ball joint, and you find this ratchet joint. There's a loin. It's like a loincloth, but not really at all. What is this? I don't know. They seem to be advertising Lego on his belt buckle. I'm in a critical mood today, I guess. I don't know. But there it is. You get some nice movement, even though it's blocked by the weird crap. Not a lot else to say about that. So his arm, his hand. Let's just move on to that. Cool down now. Okay, so he can move his thumb in and out like this. He can move all of his fingers like this. And he can also move the last segment on each one of them. So they have in and out movement, but he cannot make a full fist. Here's when I get into a little bit of a mad mood again, because this doesn't work. They could have done that a lot better. Seriously, like Lego. A kid would actually break this. Okay, so the next thing, yeah, I've broken it. I'm 14. Okay, the thumb, the pinky, what am I saying? The pinky is really weird. It does not bend with the other ones, so it looks so unnatural. I don't know what to say about that. And they don't even have you do this. That's like basically an illegal connection. This is better right here. And it still looks weird. Alright. Yeah, it's got a lot of flaws, but here's one up. The parts. You get a lot of good parts in this. And the reason is, for me saying that is, I've never had these tips of the fingers. I've never had these before. And I need them very bad. Yeah. So that's it. You get 6 of them in this. And, that's just great. You get 6 of a part you need in a $10 set. But the next part I would like to talk about is this right here. It's a very useful part I've wanted for a while. And after this, I will hopefully try to make a transformer out of most of his parts. Maybe in my next video. I don't know. Maybe the video before this. Who knows? Okay. Another thing I don't quite like is this piece is a tile, and it will get scratched, because that's the foot of the build. I guess if it really matters, this piece would get scratched too. The bottom of this piece will get scratched. So, not the best, but, I mean, what couldn't you do? Moving on to his leg posability. It's actually good. Probably one of my favorite things about this set is the leg posability, because he can get in so many dynamic poses just because of his legs. But as you could imagine, without his legs, he couldn't get any. But and we're back. Sorry about that. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, leg posability. Probably the best thing about this, because it's so flush with everything. Right here, that's just so smooth, and it looks great, and his leg's flat, but, you know, that's still pretty cool. Let's see here. I do believe that is it for the video. So, yeah. This is the Thanos Marvel Avengers Lego, out of order, Lego Marvel Avengers Thanos mech. There we go. Here's a comparison for the last shot. Thank you for watching. My name is Mr. Maxilos, and I'll see you next time.